Hello everyone, you're welcome to Agelessdiscourse with Pastor Fred and Oluchi Chukwuonu.
Yes, you're welcome, Ageless. Today is a special edition, and we're doing this in a construction site where project is going on. All right, to really explain further what today's edition is all about. Now, with just a look behind us, you will see the construction site of the building, going on behind us. You're welcome again.
Today we shall be discussing on marital commitment. Marital commitment. We have seen a lot of people jailed out on their vows because they just felt those butterflies that were flying on their tummy is no longer flying anymore. You see, marital love is about commitment and not just about falling in love. Falling in love, yes, is a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful emotion, but it's not a permanent one. And when we talk about commitment, you are talking about work. That is the first thing that should come into your mind. Work. Just like we have work going on in the site. You know what the scripture says in Luke chapter 14 verse 28? It says
anyone that embark in construction of a building should first of all sit down and count the cost and know whether he has the capacity financially, emotionally, all right, and otherwise to finish that building, or else he will stop halfway and then people will laugh at him.
Yeah. Wow. You see, you must first of all sit down. You see, sitting down is a place of commitment. A lot of people jump into marriage without feeling of love, and when yes, and they fail to sit down and count the cost. Now, commitment in marriage is very essential. It's is a thought, is a work, is something that you must understand that it ties two people, two futures together. And it's not something you have to mess up with, especially if you understand that two people are involved and your future are tied together.
Yes.
That is what is called commitment here.
So we look at this site and said, if you take a look at this site very well, it's a gigantic project of a story building, and for this man to come here and construct this in this kind of place, you can see that even the topography of the land is extraordinary. It's not in a normal place, a level land where you build. All right, it would have taken the cost, would have sat down and they take the stock of the things that are needed in this building before it started. And that's how marriage is. Marriage is what two people will sit down and take stock of and see if they will be able to finish when they start. Now, a lot of things will be involved, and that we'll talk about commitment. Now, this man will look at this. You're going to spend a lot of money buying materials, paying the government taxes and levies. Okay, he's not going to say, well, I didn't envisage this. Even before now, he's not very sure how much he's going to pay. But when they come, he will pay, because already he has committed himself in doing this. He's not going to chicken out, because if he decides to leave at this very point in time, it means that he's going to lose, and he wouldn't want to do that. Now, likewise, as it is in marriage, once we are committed in doing it, we must go all the way to see to it that it's done. All right, and so many things are involved.
Yeah.
The man and the woman especially would have left the family, the friends, and changed her name to your name, and she would have invested a lot. Having children there, those are the investment, those are the commitment. Now, she cannot chicken away right now and say, well, I'm not going to continue anymore. No. Commitment means that you are stuck to it.
Yeah.
Just like the vows we took those days in the church, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and health, until death part us. That is a commitment. All right. Those words of affirmation, that their commitment, we say together we are stuck, and together we'll say that is done.
Yeah, so when we talk about commitment, remember, it is work. It is like leaving other choices and making just a choice to stay together till death do part. Some of us excitedly move into it, and feel that, oh, let's just wed. It's much more than that. And there's another thing is that, you see, sometimes when couples cohabit before taking decision, sometimes it becomes very difficult for them to stay committed after. Do you understand? Because it looks as if they slide into marriage without actually taking that decision.
Yes.
So you see, there are two types of commitment. First, that initial decision to say, yes, I do. Then the second one is to stay committed in it. So most times when we say don't cohabit, because at the end of the day, it can actually lead, for couples not to stay connected, because of course they slide into it. There was no decision taken. So they feel like, oh, there's nothing we can do. We are just already, it just happened.
Yes.
No. But when you take a decision, it takes a whole lot of energy to stay in it. When we say till death do part, it's a permanent thing. And whatever it takes, when we talk about commitment, it's whatever it takes. All hands must be on deck to ensure that the marriage is successful.
Yes, and that's why we say that marriage is not for boys, it's for men, and we must be committed to it. Marriage is not meant to be dissolved at any point in time. All right, because Adam and Eve marriage were never dissolved. They continued. No matter what it takes, you just have to stick to it. All right. Now, when it looks like it's one-sided, now in the marriage commitment, not the two of us cannot have the same level of commitment there. All right, or investment. One will always see himself as investing more in it than the other, but it's normal. If you are feeling that you have invested so much in this marriage, in fact you are the pillar that is holding up this marriage, it's good. It's actually a normal thing. It will not be equal, but I'm telling you, the table will always change. A time will come when another person that you feel like is less committed will come up. Okay, now whichever one, the point we're saying and stressing out is that marriage is a commitment. We must be serious with it, and it's not a thing you said just like people are doing these days. Let me just marry and answer your name and that's all. Tomorrow I'm out. It's not a place for baby mama or whatever. No, it's a place of serious business. And once you are stuck or you got stuck to it, you stay all through. And that's what we're saying. You better stay all through in your own, no matter the storm that is raging that boat of you are riding on. I tell you something, the Lord is with us. The Lord is always on top of every marriage and under every marriage. So when the wind begin to rock that boat, call upon the name of the Lord and He will answer you. He is the originator, all right, and He is the Alpha and the Omega in marriage. When you call upon Him, definitely He will answer and He will put the things together once again.
So commitment speaks of staying together through thick and thin, through ups and downs, in sickness and in good health. You see, that is how life is. Sometimes you are on the mountain, some other times you find yourself in the valley. But your ability to stay all through, ensuring that marriage works, is what we call commitment. And I believe that once your mind is made up, the Lord Himself will see you through. And as long as both hands on deck and no one pulling out, you see that marriage will survive.
Yes.
It will come out beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the essence. So
right.
in conclusion, we're saying that even when you don't feel like it, when the butterfly is no longer flying on your stomach, when you don't feel emotional about it, commitment helps you to stay connected. And that is what we call marital love.
Yes, so we have to stay connected. Just like the man in the side here has stayed committed, purchasing all the materials. All right, getting all the things. Sometimes they will call him as the materials has finished. Sometimes the money will not be there, but he will do what? He will strive. All right, he will try whatever it takes for him to want to continue building. So shall it be. In our marriage, we must continue regardless of what is going on.
Until we'll finish.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for really watching today and staying connected with us. Don't forget to follow us in our Instagram our page, and don't forget to like our page on Facebook and also our channels on the YouTube. God bless you. And yes, I'm going to pray for as many right now that are going through troubling time, that the winds are rocking the boat of your marriage, and you feel like quitting. Don't quit. You already have taken that vow, and that vow is a commitment. Stick to it. All Right.
And the
When
Lord
you
will
stick,
see
then
you
the Lord
through.
will see you through.
Hallelujah.
The Lord is watching out for those people that will stick to their vow and see that it is done. Nothing is easy. Life is not easy. Just like this
Yes.
beautiful is not easy.
Nothing.
Father, in the name of Jesus, I pray
Amen.
for as many that are watching at this very point in time, that are already at the verge of quitting because of the difficulties, because of the challenges. But we know that challenges are normal in marriage. That makes us mature quickly, and grow together in love. And therefore I pray for them that you will heal their marriages, Lord.
Amen.
In the name of the Lord Jesus.
Amen.
Father, that you will cause them to blossom.
Amen.
In the name of the Lord Jesus.
Amen.
Whatever it is, Lord, when they will come to the prayers and ask you today concerning their relationship, Lord, you will heal them in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you, Father, because I know you have heard.
Thank you,
For
Lord.
in Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
And amen. God bless you.
Stay blessed.
Until we see you again.
All right.